Hello everyone, this is Ashley Tucker. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm doing a video for Scrapping for Less showing off their new Flavor of the Month kit. So here's what the kit looks like when you first open it up. So the Flavor of the Month card kit actually has two different versions available. So there's the Double Dip Sunday version, which comes with 4 collections of different products as well as 8 sheets of cardstock. And then there's the upgraded version, which is called the Banana Split, and this is the kit that I'm showing today. And this kit includes everything that's in the Double Dip Sunday kit, plus 1 extra package of products. One great resource that you'll find for this kit on the Scrapping for Less website are these 2 downloads. One of them shows all of the products in the kit, and the other one gives some examples of some possible layouts. The theme for this month's kit is Animals in the Arctic, so if you're a big fan of critter stamps like I am, then this kit might just be for you. Here is the cardstock that comes in the kit. They're all 8.5 by 11 sheets, and we have the colors Bubblegum, Grapesicle, Grape Jelly, Snow Cone, Pure White, Packing Chip Craft, and 2 sheets of Nina Solar White in 110 pound. So let's take a look at the different collections in the kit. Here's collection 1. Every collection comes with some kind of embellishment. This one has some sequins by Buttons Galore and a purple organza ribbon. The stamp set in this collection is the Bear Hugs stamp set by Sunny Studio, and then we have this Polar Bear decoupage paper by Craft Consortium. All of the collections come with a white envelope and some 6x6 paper. These first 2 gorgeous pieces of paper are from Alexandra Renke, and the rest of the paper is the Winter Skies collection from Scrapping for Less. Next we have collection 2, which has a stamp set by Stamping Bella, which has this cute little penguin holding a mug of hot chocolate, and that's actually a cling rubber stamp. Something really cool in this collection is the mug shaker piece. It comes with a card which the shaker piece fits into, and then you can pick out some shaker bits to put in there. The paper for this collection is from Scrapping for Less, and it's called the Chill Collection. And then we have some more sequins from Buttons Galore. Moving on to the 3rd collection, we have another sequin pack by Buttons Galore, and then this collection actually comes with a little snowflake die. The stamp set for this collection is from Pink and Maine, and it's called Winter Pals, and then we have a collection of blue rhinestones, and the paper in this collection is also from Pink and Maine, and it's called Frosty. The 4th collection has some really fun embellishments. First we have some really intricate snowflake pieces from Jolie, and then actually this kit has some garland in it, this snowflake garland from Doris. The sequins in this collection are from Scrapping for Less, and the stamp set is called Arctic Animals, and it's from LDRS. The paper is also from LDRS, and it's called Arctic Snowfall. Finally, we have this little package which comes in the upgraded version of the kit, and this one includes a stamp set from Scrapping for Less, a penguin die, this cute little stencil of a winter tree, and a glitter pen, and I got the color silver. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you one of the cards that I created with this kit, and I'm using collection 3 for this card. I stamped a ton of the images from that stamp set onto some of the white paper, and I stamped them with black ink, and then I'm going to be coloring them in with my Prismacolor pencils. I did some very simple coloring on these images where I used a very easy coloring technique. So for this technique, you only use 1 pencil for each of your color areas. You go in the first time and you use a very, very gentle hand and do a very, very light layer of color. And then you go back in with the same exact color and you deepen up some of the areas where you want shadows. And this might be a really simple technique, but I think that the results of it are really pretty. I really love the soft look that it gives to the images. Now, as for the colors I used, the first pencil, which was light aqua, which is PC 992, I used for the ice chunk and for the snow on top of the mountains. And as you can see, I didn't color those areas in completely. I left some white areas to be a nice highlight. For the walrus, I used light umber, which is PC 941, and for the red part on my fox, I used terracotta, which is PC 944. For my little penguin, I decided to be a little non-traditional and not use black, and instead I used indigo blue, which is PC 901. For the bear, I used the color sepia, which is PC 948. For the gray parts on my owl, I used 50% warm gray, which is PC 1054, and then for the lighter parts on the owl, I used peach beige, which is PC 1085. For the mountains, I actually used the same exact gray that I used on the owl, which is the 50% warm gray. Whenever possible, I try to repeat some of the colors throughout my images in order to make them kind of work better together. So I also took the same blue that I used on the penguin and I added that to the scarf on the owl. The orange color that I used for the beaks and the feet on both my penguin and my owl is pumpkin orange, and that's PC 1032. Again, I took that same 50% warm gray color and I added it to the hat and the scarf on the penguin. To do the shading on the white parts of both the fox and the penguin, I used 20% warm gray, which is PC 1051. Finally, I used my peach color, which is PC 939, and I colored in the ears on the fox, and then I added a little blush to all of the cheeks of the critters. I cut out all of these images using my scan and cut machine. To make it a little bit easier for my machine to scan the images, I put a line across the bottom of those mountains. Next, I took one of the white pieces of cardstock and I cut it down, and then I cut across it with a wavy line to create a snowy horizon line. For my card base, I'm using a piece of the packing chip craft paper. I absolutely love this craft paper. I think it is beautiful. I mounted a piece of the patterned paper from the collection onto that craft paper, and then I started to create my scene. So first I glued down the mountains, and then I took that white panel that I created and I glued it on top of that to create my snow. Next I took a piece of the snow cone paper from the kit and I cut a little shape out of that to be some water in my scene, and I glued that down onto the card. Now that the water's there, I have a nice place to put that chunk of ice that I colored in, so I glued that down with some liquid adhesive, and then I put the little walrus right on top of that. As for the other critters, I glued down the bear and the fox with some liquid adhesive, and then I decided to pop up the other two critters with some foam tape. This adds a little bit of dimension, and it also creates the illusion that they're in front of the other animals. I wanted to make the water look a little bit more like it's in the scene and not just pasted on top of it, so I took the same colored pencil that I used on the ice and I added a little bit of shading around the edge of the water. And I also wanted the critters to look like they're part of the scene, so I added some drop shadows underneath them with 20% warm gray. Now the Pink and Main stamp set from Collection 3 doesn't actually have any sentiments in it, so I took a sentiment from the Banana Split stamp set and I stamped it onto some of the white cardstock, and it says, "Have a snuggly day," and I popped that strip up onto the top of the card and added a little Wink of Stella glitter to it. I also added some of that Wink of Stella to the top of the mountains and to the ice that the walrus is on. To finish up the card, I added some of the sequins, and here's a closer look at the finished card. Now I did really want to share with you the rest of the cards that I created from the kit, so here's the card that I created with Collection 4. For the coloring, I used the same exact techniques as I used on the previous card, and I used some of the same colors. I really like the patterned paper that I used on this card. This kit has a lot of really pretty patterned paper, so if you're a fan of patterned paper, then this is a great kit. Here's the card that I created using Collection 1 from the kit. I used that really beautiful Alexandra Wren key paper for this one, and I did some gold heat embossing on the sentiment. I think this kit is especially good for people that are just starting out with card making, because basically you only need the basic tools and then you have everything that you need to make a lot of cards. And finally, the last card that I made comes from collection 2, and I decided to use that really awesome mug shaker. This was my first time using one of these kind of shakers, and I found it really fun and easy to use. Thank you for watching today. I hope you really enjoyed this look at Scrapping for Less's new Flavor of the Month kit. If you're interested in the products that I used in this video, you can find them in the description down below. If you enjoyed watching and you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would recommend that you hit that subscribe button so that you can see all of my future videos. I normally do a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I will be back with a new video on Monday. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a good day today.